Hi everyone, this is a 15-minute stretch session, so you can just use this on its own or you can do it after your HIIT workout. Alright, so when you're ready, let's come down onto the mat. So find yourself a cushion if you'd like one, just to pop underneath your head. And then when you're ready, you're down on the mat. Give your hips a little shuffle so that your spine can feel long. We're going to take the arms out to the side on a low diagonal, palms to ceiling. So let the shoulders open. So you can let your gaze go soft, you can close your eyes if you want to. We want to think of the crown of the head reaching behind us. The neck is long. Thinking of the backs of the shoulders just heavy against the mat. The back of the pelvis is soft and we can feel the soles of the feet heavy. So when you're ready, from here we're just going to roll the head from side to side. So just turning, imagine there's a weight in the back of the head. And you're just letting it roll from side to side. So long breaths as you do this. Good. When you come back to the center, let's lengthen the legs. So reach them underneath you, take the arms down by your sides. When you're ready, you're going to lift the arms up to the ceiling, take them all the way behind you and stretch. Full body stretch here, so reach the fingertips away from the tips of the toes. And then on the exhale, the arms are going to come back to the ceiling and then they're going to come down by your sides. Going again, inhale, lift the arms up. Take them all the way behind you, stretch the fingertips back, reaching away. On the exhale, bring them back. Just going to do that one last time. So as you reach back, see if you can get the body as long as you can. Leave the arms at the ceiling and let's have the palms now facing in towards each other. We can bend the knees. From here, we'll take our shoulder drops. Okay, we're going to inhale, reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. On the exhale, let the backs of the shoulders just drop gently down to the mat. Going again, breathing in to lift up. On the exhale, drop. So we want to reach the fingertips without disturbing the position of the neck. All right, final two. And last one. Good. Now you're imagining that you're taking hold of a rope that's dropped from the ceiling and you're going to see if you can pull yourself up. So you're keeping your hips still. You're going to see if you can get some rotation and lift in the shoulders. If you want to work a little bit harder, you can lift your upper body. Now if your neck doesn't like this too much, you can just look forward. Otherwise, see if you can keep reaching and get as much stretch out of your upper body as you can. Final two and one. Well done, the arms can come back down, all the way down by your sides, and you can roll the head. All right, let's bring now the right knee in towards the chest. So we can send that left leg long. Let's take a hold of the right knee and really pull it close in. So elbows go wide. You're going to see if you can send that knee as close in towards you as you can. Just breathing here. Now taking the left arm out to the side, you're going to keep hold of your right knee with your right hand. And now can you open that knee out to the side? Keep it high as if you're drawing it up towards your armpits. You're seeing if you can open and get that stretch now at the front of the hip, the inner thigh and the groin. Well done, we'll draw it back. Now switch the hands. Now the left hand comes onto the right knee, the right arm comes out to the side. And you're going to see if you can just go into a twist here. So bring the knee across the body as you look to the right. Now I want you to hold the position and see if you can breathe. And instead of just pulling the knee as hard as you can, let's see if you can let the body release into the twist. So deep breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, just let the body sink into the twist a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Well done. We'll bring it back to the center and we'll switch. So send that right leg long, the left knee comes in. Take a hold of it with your hands, see if you can bring it in close. The other leg reaches long. Breathing in. And then take a hold of the left knee now with the left hand, right arm out to the side. So you're going to open that knee out, keeping the knee high as you can. So opening it out, seeing if you can get that stretch now, inner thigh and groin, front of the hip. And then draw it back. And let's just switch hands. Take a hold of the left knee with the right hand. Left arm comes out to the side and we're going to come across the body this time. So again, just keep your shoulders heavy. Switch that left shoulder. And breathe into the twist. Last time now. Well done. Bring it all the way back. Hug both of the knees in towards the chest. See if you can keep them close in. And send your tailbone long so you're lengthening out through your lower back. And circle the knees around. So massage your lower back into the mat. Other direction now. Good. The feet come back down. Arms now are out to the sides. Low diagonal again, palms to ceiling. So let the rib cage, or the back of the rib cage, be heavy. Legs are together. And you're going to bring your knees now, both of them over to the left-hand side as you turn your head to the right. So again, a twist, but we're using the weight of both the legs this time. And then back to the center. So we'll just keep ourselves moving here, over to the left and then to the right. Well done. You can let your head move in the opposite direction or you can keep it still at the center. It's up to you. Now you can stick with this if you like, or else we'll go into our hip rolls. So let's turn the palms now to face down, just to give you a little bit more support through the upper body. And we'll bring the legs to a tabletop position. So let's keep now the lower back pressed towards the mat, squeezing the legs together. You're going to bring the legs to the left-hand side. Now, see how far you can bring them. Don't want you to sort of wobble and unbalance. See where you can bring them to. And then bring the feet straight the way down to the floor. Okay, that's going to give you a bigger twist of the body. When they're down, and let the body sink into the twist. You can turn your head in the opposite direction. You're just going to breathe there. When you finish that final breath, see now if you can pick the feet up. Use the opposite side of the rib cage now to bring the legs all the way back to the center. Let's take the legs now over to the right hand side. So head turning now to the left. The feet come down to the floor and then we let the body sink. So we're in that bigger stretch down that left side of the body. Breathing. Picking the feet up, and then opposite side of the rib cage works to bring the legs all the way back. Well done. Knees can come in towards you, and let's just give ourselves a rock from side to side. So it's all about easy movements through the body. Now from here, let's take the hands underneath the knees, lift the head, give yourself a little rock up. All right, now from here, we're going to bring the bottom back, and we're going to take some seated work. So let's take the legs long. We're going to see if we can get a bit of a stretch at the backs of the legs here. So when you're ready, let's take the hands either side now of your hips. And we're going to keep the fingers in contact with the mat. So when we're going to start, we're going to flex the feet. See if you can sit tall. And then you're going to drop the head and start to slide the hands. Now keep the tummy pulling in. Keep the crown of the head reaching to the toes. When you've gone as far as you can, scoop the hands up. Now when they're up at the top, drop through the shoulders, lift the breastbone up to the ceiling, and then sweep the arms forward, lengthen through the feet. The fingers find the mat and we'll slowly roll back. And we're going to come back just to halfway. Take a breath in there. As you breathe out, send the fingers forward. Start to flex the feet. Keep reaching forward for that stretch. Scoop the hands up. Nice straight back. Drop the shoulders. Breastbone lifts. Just a small reach there. Arms sweep forward. Feet lengthen. Fingertips find the mat and we come back. Well done. We just do that last time. Take the fingers forward. Flex through the feet. See if you can go that little bit further this time. Scooping up. Shoulders drop. Breastbone lifts. Well done. Then from there, the arms can come down and we'll now take it to a seated position. So I'll just turn to face you here. We'll take our seated side bend. Now up to you, whatever your comfortable seated position is. You can either go with crossed legs or you can go with knees bent. So when you're ready, right hand to the right side, left arm lifts up. Now into the side bend, you're going to drop your right shoulder and bend your elbow as you come over to the side. And then lifting, coming up and over back. Left hand now down, right arm up. So we drop the left shoulder, left elbow bends. One more of those each side. So we keep the shoulder away from the ear and we lift up and out of the waist to get the extra stretch. Well done. Good, now adding some rotation. You're going to come up and over. Now from here, can we see if we can rotate forward? So you see if you can try and angle the chest now to face towards your mat. Come back to side bend and then see if you can open your breastbone to the ceiling. Back to side bend and then all the way up. And then onto the other side, up and over. When you've got your side bend, rotating forward, chest showing towards the mat. Back to side bend and then up to the ceiling. Well done. Back to side bend and all the way back up. Give your shoulders a roll there. All right, we now move on to our hips. So we're going to take the knees bent, feet just in front of us, and we're now going to bring the knees to the left-hand side. So just see if you can lean to the left. Your left hand's going to support you here. So you're going to take a hold now of your right foot, okay, with your right hand. And what we're going to do is see if we can tap the knees together and then bring the knee back in line with the body. So tap and bring it back. Now it's up to you about how far you go. So if your hips are feeling a little stiff, you might want to keep this movement smaller. Otherwise, we see if we can go a bit further each time. And try and push your foot into your hand to give yourself more stretch now through your thigh. Let's see if you can just take final time and then we're going to hold it in position. All right, now from here, see if you can square up now towards the side of your mat. Hands are forward and see if you can slide. So you're coming over now, trying to stretch around the outside of that left hip. See if you can breathe there. Well done, sliding the hands back, bringing the knees back, and then coming back to the center position. Let's take it to the other side. So knees now to the right, leaning onto that right side, grabbing hold of your left foot or ankle. Tap and reach. Tap and reach. Good. Remember, you choose the range. See if you can get the opening through the front of the hip and also that stretch through the thigh. Good, almost there. Let's take this last one. Holding and then squaring up, hands forward, and send your hands forward to come all the way over, stretching through that outside of the right hip. Good, sliding back, and then let's come out of that position. Okay, we're going to finish off with a cat stretch. So we're going to come onto all fours, hands under shoulders now, knees under hips. So a really good one just to finish the stretch session with. Shoulders wide, looking at the top of the mat. Take a breath in. Breathing out, let's pull the tummy in, tuck the tailbone underneath, coming all the way up to the top. Breath in there. Breathing out, tailbone lifting. Shoulders now pulling wide. Show the chest forward. See if you can get that stretch at the front of the body. 2 more. Imagine you guiding the shoulder blades down the back. Just final time. Well done. From there, tuck your toes. Walk your hands back. We're going to come into a crouch. Then we're going to come to standing. So let the bottom lift. The arms are heavy and you're going to slowly roll yourself all the way up. When you're at your top position, we're going to take a final stretch here. So take the arms forward at shoulder height, clasp the hands, let the head drop. Push the hands forward, stretching in between the shoulder blades. Then when you're ready, we're going to restack and open the arms, drop the shoulders, lift the breastbone up to the ceiling and give your shoulder blades a squeeze. Well done. The arms come forward and then down. Just finish with a few shoulder rolls, breathing in to lift up. On the exhale, releasing down. Final 2. Last one. All right, everyone, well done. That's your stretch session for today.